is real. Like, this is real. Everyone, welcome to the first ever edition of the Inside Out Show. Thank you. Like, honestly, I am so humbled the fact that I came out here and I saw all these people. I mean, you all basically followed me through my journey, and now we're here, the Inside Out Show. Wow, thank you, thank you. And of course, I have Charles here. Charles, a lot of us probably don't know, but Charles is going to be a huge part of this show from here on onwards. You're going to be seeing him he's going to have a desk, and then we do the Vox Pop and social media. So Charles, that's basically you. So together we're going to be running this show, everyone. And oh yeah, that's by the point. But by the way, so it is Christmas, and Christmas just happens to be my favorite time of the year. I mean, I'm not sure if it's coincidental that we decided to do the first ever episode of this show on premiere it during Christmas season, because Christmas is such a very important time to me. It's about giving, hence that's why you see the Christmas tree and the boxes under it. So today on the Inside Out Show, we're basically going to be discussing unity and diversity alongside a couple of other things, which of course I'm not going to be alone all through this show. I have a comedian, right? I Can Laugh is going to be here with me while I just enjoy the show just like you, because this is a very special episode. This is all about Christmas as much as we are premiering the show as well. So I Can Laugh, come on out. How do you do?
I'm fine, very well, thank you.
Okay, so you're going to be doing the hosting job, and then maybe after this episode I get to do my normal job as the host, but for today I'm going to sit pretty while you entertain us. Is that fine? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I Can Laugh. Welcome to the Inside Out Show!
Okay, that was for her. That was for her, right? Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, Biko, give me my own round of applause. Okay. Christmas is a time to celebrate. It's a time for joy. It's a time for happiness. You know, it's been a wonderful year. Anybody agrees with me? Yeah. It's been a great year. It's been, yes, we've had the ups, the downs, but somehow we're still here. We're still standing. Is anybody glad about that?
I am.
And then we have fond memories of Christmas. I remember how my Christmas used to be then, you know. My mom, because I didn't come from a very wealthy home, so my mom now, in the spirit of trying to conserve funds, she would have gotten our shirts from, like, say, maybe February or maybe January, you know, those oversized shirts, oversized trousers. Because if she buys, you know, the thing, and then the thing is we are growing, and then by the time we get to December, it's not our size again. You know, things have really changed. Well, I have a lot of memories of Christmas. It's a wonderful time. So, ladies and gentlemen, as Sandra said, my name is I Can Laugh. I'm a comedian of the Federal Republic, and I'm so glad to be here on the Inside Out Show, our Christmas special. Yes. Special. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a great time. We're really going to enjoy ourselves, and then yes, I'm sure you've seen this. We have a lot of gifts. Plenty gifts for you today. We're going to have a great time. I saw a friend of mine that I had not seen in a long time, and we exchanged addresses. And I told him, I'll come check you at your house. I got to his house. I rang the bell on the gate, the intercom, and he answered, who is it? I said, it's me, your friend, Akan. He forgot to tell me that there was a gigantic dog in the house. Have you ever been in front of a dog that you felt like showing your ID card to the dog? The dog was growling. I was like, go. I look for. My spirit told my soul to tell my body to run. I started running. See the dog chasing me. I was running. The dog was chasing me. And I was shouting, hey. His name is Fidelis. Hey, Fidelis, hold your dog, go. And he was being very touche with the calling. We're like, Bruno, come back. Like someone that's calling Jacob. Bruno, come back. Bruno was pursuing me. I was running. Hey, don't let this dog bite me. Hey. dog was pursuing me, and at the thought I just said, guy, if you don't call your dog, I will tell my family, they will catch your dog, they will turn your dog to pepper soup. And the guy say, hey, Bruno, na Calabar man, you dey pursue. One of the things I noticed about my neighbors, I don't know if it has happened to you, my neighbors are so friendly. They're so friendly to the point that sometimes they ask questions that the answer is right in front of them, but they still ask. I don't know if it's happened to you. You wake up in the morning and someone sees you and still says, neighbor, you don't wake. I'm like, of course, I'm awake now. It just happened. One day I woke up and I came out of my flat and someone said, you don't wake. I know. Wanted to be mischievous. I said, no, I come buy food where I go chop for drink. And I saw the way it affected him. So I decided that anytime anybody asks me any stupid question, I'll give them an equally stupid answer. I was in the cinema and someone saw me and said, I can't laugh. You said they come cinema. What you can't do for cinema? I said, my brother, we came to celebrate New Yam Festival. Someone saw me in the... Somebody saw me in the bank with money and deposit slip. And he still had the effrontery to say, you used to come to bank. What did you come to do at the bank? I said, my brother, I came to write jam. People ask annoying questions, very annoying questions. And even there was this one that was even painful because it was something that happened in my family. Okay, we lost someone that was really dear to us. And then I was telling somebody else. And this third guy who it didn't concern him. He just came, he said, who died? And I said, I lost my brother. He was in an accident. He was in a public bus coming from Port Harcourt to Calabar. And the guy said, was he the driver? And I said, no, he was one of the luggages. People ask annoying questions. Now, there's this person, if you're an ardent follower of this station and show, you know this person. Now, there's just one thing that this person does. Okay?
That's so sweet.
Only her, nobody else. Come, ma. Come.
Agata Amata.
Is she correct? Put your hands together. Tell us your name, Mama. Please come. Would you come? What's your name?
Jane Toby.
Okay. Do you like Pringles?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I will give her Pringles.
A round of applause.
So what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
Thank you to Inside Out.
Put your hands together for her.
Coming up next on the show.
I may look like her, but we're not the same, mind you. All the things I'm saying are spinning your mind, mine too. Call it mental gymnastics, or better, call it mindful. You can find your mind when you let the music find you. Why can't you tell that I'm a lioness? Hop, strut, sway. I'm a lioness, and I do it my way. I'm a lioness, lioness.
Let me do one more. Should we do one more? One more. Okay.
I know what that is. I know what that is.
Okay, whoever knows what that is should raise his or her hand.
What's it called? No, you know this thing?
The man in the blue shirt.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
Auntie with the tinted glasses. Train. She's correct. Okay, so what did you say the answer was? Train. Okay. So, let me give you power oil too. So what do you have to say?
Thank you to Power and Inside Out.
She's shy. So ladies and gentlemen, we're switching it up a bit. We'll be having a performance, the first performance of this show. We'll have a spoken words artist. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise. Put your hands together for Miss Eva Johnson.
I'll start by introducing myself. So I bless them with the face, bless them with the pretty mind too. I may look like her, but we're not the same, mind you. All the things I'm saying are spinning your mind, mine too. Call it mental gymnastics, or better, call it mind foo. You can find your mind when you let the music find you. I'm a lawyer poet, but I sound like an MC. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria, West Africa, Africa, but I'm not of this world. I have it under my shirt.
Jesus! Wow!
My words may enlighten, excite, or maybe frighten you, but my job is done if I can help you see. See, I'm here in answer to a call that I picked up by choice, so please, lend me your ears. I am the ink, I am the voice. Miss Eva Johnson.
Oh. That was nice. I like.
How you feeling in your soul? Tell me how the tropics got so cold. Say, how you feel it when your love turns full? Turn back up on the tropics and got so cold. How you feel it and back and I'm about to get it. I speak a word and I'm in it, could spit it all in a minute. I heard you a bigot, a racist, a mass misogynist. That you look around your world and tell me there's no God in this. There's no God in this, I feel sorry for you. Since you're such a baby, let me help you tie your shoelace. Your practicals are surely misplaced. I'm chewing up your theories, about to blow it in your face. Blow it in your face, it's a bubble gum feeling. I see you twiddle D, twiddle double dumb chillin'. Think 'cause I'm a lady that I'm no more than a cat, you're a mess. Can't you tell that I'm a lioness? Hop, strut, sway. I'm a lioness and I do it my way. I'm a lioness. You can see it from my main chick, never side, no sweet potato. You can keep your super story, Tony Tomato, pulling down all of your defenses, no NATO. See, I was 5 or 6, now I'm 10 over 10 now, as the levels done change. So how you feeling in your soul? Tell me how the tropics got so cold. Say, how you feel it when your love turns full? Turn back up on the tropics and got so cold. How you feel it and back like I never left. Rhyming crazy like Yaba left. So right, I could never left behind my story, my people, my time. But I'm always forging forward, pushing daily through the grime. And here's the prayer of a true Nigerian. Dear Lord, hallowed be your name. I'm doing everything I can not to go insane. Don't agree to feel the shame when my people feel the pain. Apparently not, because here we go again with the wise, underrated, the foolish, celebrated, the hooligans cashing checks. The holy can't pay the debts. It's getting rather intense. All this lack of common sense. My people lose their life without a sentence. I'm tempted to give up, giving, throw in the towel, but I gotta keep it wrapped, cause I'm expecting the showers. Showers of blessing. Showers of blessing with me. Mercy drops around us are falling, but for the showers we plead. How you feeling in your soul? Tell me how the tropics got so cold. Say, how you feeling when your love turns full? Turn back up on the tropics and got so cold. How you feeling in your soul? Tell me how the tropics got so cold. Say, how you feeling when your love turns full? Turn back up on the tropics and got so cold.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Eva Johnson. Wow. How you doing? Okay. What inspired it?
For me, my family is quite musical. For me, music, singing, rap, poetry, they're all continuums of the same thing, you know, just different paces and different, technicalities. So it's just something I wanted to talk about, first of all, how people feel about women and basically dispel some of those myths, and then talk about just the situation in the country and where we are in Nigeria, and just kind of say, keep hope alive. It's not all bad.
All right, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Eva Johnson.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the show. All right, don't forget, this is the Inside Out Show. This is our Christmas special, and I love Christmas. So we'll be right back right after this break. Don't go anywhere. This is the Inside Out Show.
Coming up next on the show.
What do you think are, or maybe is, if it's just one, the values that bring us together, over 300 tribes under a country?
I think it's madness for us to keep doing the same thing the same way and expect different results.
So
we can actually maybe introduce something like confederacy, where we still remain in the same country, but then we are sectionally autonomous.
all right, welcome back. It's still the Inside Out Show, and yes, today is our Christmas special because we just love festive seasons. That's why we're twisting things a little bit. Yeah. So like I told us initially when we started the show, we're discussing unity in diversity. And the reason is because this year, 2017, we've witnessed a lot of religious, political tension. Talk about Arewa Council, IPOB, and the question, should Nigeria be divided or should Nigeria stay together? Which is basically what we're discussing today, my panelists and I. Should Nigeria be divided? Should we stay together? Like, what is the essence of unity and diversity? What exactly brings us together? And joining me to discuss this topic is, first off, Mr. Segun Medubi, my apologies, who is a historian. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And of course, Ms. Eva Johnson, fantastic spoken word. Like I can't get over it. Just so fantastic. She's an artist, of course. We all know that. Thank you for being on the show with us.
Thank you.
Okay, so now the major question is, that's the question everybody has in mind, but it's like nobody wants to answer it. Right. Should Nigeria are we better off united or divided? Eva, I'm starting with you.
Okay. The way I see things, I think human beings are more similar than different. So you find, for example, when you go to the UK or whatever, they see a Ghanaian man and a Nigerian man, and they pretty much think you're the same. But when you come home, even within Nigeria, we find ways to subdivide by ethnicity and all that. So I don't think there will be much gained from going our separate ways, because we will always find several sub-units, right, within each other. Instead, I think we should look at how we can live together, as opposed to just keep dividing and everybody, you know, having their own little thing. I do think, though, that smaller groups of people should be more in control, right, of how their own affairs are run. But I don't think that means we should now all go separate and have 6 sub-Nigerias. So we would rather be together. Right. Okay. United we stand. All right, Segun.
Yes, it's a politically sensitive topic, but that will not stop us from speaking the truth.
This year there was a lot of political tension, so I think it's good we're addressing it. Yes.
Are we better off together? For starters, we've got at least 50 years of history behind us to learn from. We adopted the unitary system, I think like 50 odd years ago. It was the Ironsi regime that adopted where the regions, the powers of the regions were taken, and, you know, an exclusive list was built where everything on the exclusive list had to be done by the federal government. Now it's 50 years on. Are things working? We have 50 years of empirical evidence. Infrastructure, not working. Education, disaster. Health, disaster. What else? Our legal system, the police, everything is you know, is below par. And while I would not advocate for a complete breakup, I think it's good we reevaluate the system we operate today. Are we really better off integrated the way we are today, or should we consider other systems? There's you know, there are ways we can structure
Like
the
what
government.
what other systems?
Okay, there is the way it was. I'm not a political scientist, but there's certainly other examples to learn from. I think in France, a couple of weeks ago, there was a vote by a region called the Corsica region. They have voted for autonomy, and it's constitutional. They will have some measure of autonomy, but they will still be part of the French Federation. I think it's madness for us to keep doing the same thing the same way and expect different results.
So, so I'm trying to understand your view here.
Yes.
Are you saying that because the federal government has done the same thing is like new wine, old bottle, or all that recycling the same procedure? Are you saying that we're better off divided? Is that what you're driving at?
We are better off with a different structure where the center is weaker and the regions are stronger.
Let me ask you, Eva, what do you think are, or maybe is, if it's just one, the values that bring us together, over 300 tribes under a country?
Wow. I mean, if you, and again, I'm not a historian, so I'll defer to him. But if you look back on how Nigeria came to be, it was never, quote unquote, meant to be, you know. It was kind of disjointed parts kind of put together. So it'd be difficult to, it might be difficult to figure out what values are shared. But there are some things that are shared values regardless of who you are, where you come from, you know. There are certain levels of, for example, education that we can all agree are required across board. Social amenities, peace, you know, security, those are things that unite everyone. In terms of what unites us as Nigerians, I don't know. There are too many. If I say something, I would easily be countered. So I'll have to defer to.
No, it's fine. You share your view, because the truth is, you might say something and then somebody here is thinking the same thing.
Yes, I think the more you venture farther and farther from home, you find that abroad, Nigerians will quickly unite.
Exactly.
And
why is that?
You find that even further on, when you have only 5, 10 black people in a room, they will quickly. You see each other from across the room,
they bond,
catch eye contact,
yeah,
and become best of friends, because you just feel like, okay, at least our skin is putting us in kind of the same
exactly box. So why do we get that happening?
I think it's a human thing to nitpick at differences and pretty much look for conflict, whether there is conflict to be had or not. I'm not saying that there's no reason for conflict, but I'm saying siblings of the same parents will find reasons to fight with each other.
Ideally.
You know what I mean? So I think it's a human thing, but like you said, if you just, I think if we just kind of shift lens a little bit, and then we push the narrative of looking for those similarities rather than hyping up the differences, then we might see some change.
Okay. Let me hear from you, Segun. You look a bit uncomfortable, like you completely disagree.
Absolutely. Yes. Not entirely, but we are speaking about common values, right? And my opinion, as someone who was born in the North, I spent the first 30 odd years of my life in the North, then I moved to the South, and I think it's, we are so, when you live in both societies, it's like you're living in different countries. Yes, the things, when I refer to values, I'm referring to things that they hold dear, that they hold sacred, sacrosanct. For instance, up north in Kaduna, where I grew up, on a Friday afternoon, when it's time for the mosque, you could be driving and maybe the prayer call gets them in the middle of the road. They will spread their mats, they will block the roads for prayer. Now in the north, they block roads for prayer. Here in the south, they block roads for parties. So we are fundamentally, really, we are fundamentally different people. Now, if we want to have common values, and it's happened in other African countries that I can cite, the leadership needs to imbibe these values in us. It's in Tanzania, for instance, they've got Muslims, they've got Christians, they've got Swahilis, they've got other tribes, but they have a social system they call the Ujama. I can't go into the details now, but it was introduced at independence. It's like a social, extended family kind of thing, and everybody is involved. That's one of the things that holds them together. So my point is, in societies where you have so much diversity, it takes visionary leadership to imbibe common values, things that will
And
hold
build
us,
on it.
yes, things that will hold us together.
So as
the
it
leadership
is,
has failed.
as it is,
over the years.
religion doesn't even do that.
Well, it's not going to do it because even in Christianity, you've got sects that are fighting each other. The debate now that is trending, tidings. Should we tithe?
But in your own words, do you like? I want to get your thoughts. Do you think there is any? I mean, I listed some of my values, things I feel we as Nigerians should build on and always remember. Do you have like values you can share with us that maybe we all have to? Because I don't think that Nigeria, like generally, that we don't have any values that brings us together.
I would like you to cite one value that brings us. Okay, we have what we call coat of arms. Those are meant to be our values. What we have: unity and faith, peace and progress. Everything we have on the coat of arms, for me, they are flawed values. Why?
How are they flawed values?
Unity is flawed because unity is only as good as the purpose for which you unite. If you unite to build a school, it's good. If you unite to rob a bank, it's bad. So unity is subjective. Faith is subjective. Faith is only as good as what you believe in. You could believe in the devil. You could believe in God. You know, peace is useless without justice.
I think all man wants peace.
Peace is...
all men, rather.
Peace is not sustainable if there is no justice, if there is no harmony. In the Yoruba culture, there is what they call, let me use it, peace and harmony. If we are in peace, it's probably enforced. If there is no harmony, if we are not rowing in the same direction, if we don't have values that we share, so it's not sustainable. Peace without justice, without harmony, is not sustainable.
Okay,
progress depends on which direction you are going. You could be moving backwards, you could be moving forward.
Okay, so now that we have found ourselves together as Nigerians, what is the way forward? How do we maintain this peace and stay together without itching or trying to kill each other off or kill off a particular tribe or something? How do we achieve that?
We need some more intelligence to go into the way we do governance. Right now, we pretty much just have anybody who wants to be in power can muster up enough money, can talk to the right people who's in power. So we don't have people who are coming to this position of governance saying, this is what I've always wanted to do. I have this fantastic plan, and here's the strategy for how I can take my local government, my state, my country from here to here. So we kind of need to go back to the drawing board. I agree to the extent that we don't operate a proper federal system, and that each sect of the country should be given more power, you know, because
that's to the local government.
Yes, to reduce the bureaucracy. So we shouldn't all have to go to Abuja every time we need to get something done. Because guess what? The people in Lagos know where it pinches them most. They know where to target, you understand, where to funnel their funds.
Yeah.
So we need to, I don't know, we need to basically look at how we get our leaders into power and who we're putting into power. Because at the end of the day, if we don't have a mental shift, if we don't have the political will to change something, it won't change. You can have the most beautiful and fantastic plans on paper, but if there's no political will to actually make it happen, it won't happen. And a lot of it actually, because we have a habit of finger pointing at the leaders, but I think it's cyclical. Our leaders come from the people who then elect the leaders, and it's a
cycle. Yeah,
you understand?
I agree.
So to that extent, I think we all need to, as Nigerians, check ourselves. And it's a bit difficult because, like you said, the economics of the thing. The less money you have and the less affording you are, the closer you're going to get to your primal instincts, which is, I just want to live, I just want my family to have food on the
survival.
table. That's it. So it's a two-way street. The government needs to come to the people, offering them more than just bread for today and actually giving them a future. But at the same time, we need to take responsibility for our future, for our children's future, and say, actually, I'm going to deny myself something today because I want the right person to lead the country. And we also, those of us who talk a lot about the problems need to actually get into the system. You know what I mean? It's the people that are actually at the grassroots and making those decisions are people who, most of them couldn't know their left from their right.
Yeah.
We do
So
a lot
the
of
educated people, the advocates should do
we
more
do a
of-
lot of talking on beautiful talk shows like this, but we don't actually get into
So we should get into the world of
Right.
politics.
Get our hands
and
dirty,
Try to
yes,
make a
yes.
change. Because by the time you've had different conversations with different people, it's easier to get to understand where the problem is coming from. So if peradventure you step in there, irrespective of whatever cabals that exist, it's easier for you to.
And there are cabals.
There are
The more
cabals.
people-
There are
the more
cabals, of
people
course.
that are, you know, agents of this change. The more we are, and the more change we can actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so time. I need to hear one or two comments from my audience. I need to hear one or two comments. Anybody want to say something about unity and diversity?
I'd like to, first of all, appreciate the discussant. But then my own issue, it's we're talking about unity and diversity. And you said something about should we break up or not. I think breaking up is so sensitive to say it, you know, but sometimes you need to say your mind, okay? Because you are the one who conceived that idea or who understands. I think breakup might not be necessarily violent. It can be peaceful. We can be good neighbors, okay? And if we decide to say, okay, let's change the structure like you said, rather than practicing the system of government we are practicing, which has not worked and it's not working, we can actually maybe introduce something like confederacy, where we still remain in the same country, but then we are sectionally autonomous, so to speak. So I think I like something like that.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, somebody else.
Nigeria as a whole, if it was not meant to be Nigeria, it would not be Nigeria. But basically, Nigeria was meant to be Nigeria. But what we fail to understand is that the people that are always clamoring that this is, if they don't always have, like, if they should make their view, let them hear those, like, those states or those communities that say, yes, this is why we want to separate, this is why we want to separate. Because if you still check, we don't still get a versatile or something that is versatile about why they want to separate. So if they
Like
can
a
be able to
concrete
hear their view, knowing the main, because what I basically see is that they are just like, Nigeria is not good, they are not doing this is not doing, while they are not making impact in showing that, yeah, let's make this Nigeria a better place.
Okay. So I think you just made a fantastic point that we do have a lot of people who are making comments about Nigeria, we don't belong together, we should separate. If you say Nigeria should be divided, why? And it's not enough that you give us why, give us a solution or backup or how or the way forward. Because I feel we have a lot of people talking and then nobody is acting on it. And that is where the problem is. We have a challenge in Nigeria. You go online and then everybody is talking about it, which is fantastic. There is sensitization. Everybody is talking. We can be unified. Let us live by love, live by peace. I see you shaking your head. Okay, so any final words, panelists?
Okay, from me, well, Merry Christmas, one. But also, I think you're right. I think we should talk about the issues, but I think we should get stuck in and put our fingers to the work, put our shoulders to the work, and actually make, in our own little cocoons, stop taking corruption money in your own little space. You know what I'm saying? Do your own bit. That's all I have to say. Do your own bit.
And share.
Yes, I'll only build on what she said. She made one major point. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. It's unfortunate that from some quarters they say, no, it's not up for discussion. We need to talk about it. The reason why we're still discussing this issue 50 years after the Civil War was triggered is because we did not talk about it. There was no Truth and Reconciliation Commission like there was in South Africa. They just buried it. In fact, the bite of Biafra on the map that was in pre-1967 maps was wiped out. There was actually a bite of Biafra on the map before, long before Biafra, in the old maps from the early 20th century. So we tried to bury it under the carpet. It's not, that has been the problem. We've not discussed it.
You can't bury things and
No.
expect that nobody digs it out.
It's not
only
taught.
a matter of
It's
time.
not taught in schools. People are not allowed. It's a taboo subject. But if you want to heal, we need to talk about it.
True,
We need to talk
absolutely. The
about
best way to heal is to talk and then act on it. Okay, so this is what we call it a wrap on our discussion, Unity in Diversity. So this Christmas season, please think on it while you're saying Christmas is about love and sharing and touching your heart and gifting people and all that. Also remember that Christmas could also be a wonderful time to imbibe love, fill your heart with love and learn to love the next person irrespective of where you're from or what they look like or what they have said to you or maybe not said to you. You know, just let go, live free, and then we can become wow, this is real. Like, this is real. Everyone, welcome to the first ever edition of the Inside Out Show. Thank you. Wow, this is real. Like, this is real. Everyone, welcome to the first ever edition of the Inside Out Show. Thank you. Like, honestly, I am wow, this is real. Like, this is real. Everyone, welcome to the first ever edition of the Inside Out Show. Thank you. Like, honestly, I am so humbled the fact that I came out here and I saw all these people. I mean, you all basically followed me through my journey. And now we're here, the Inside Out Show. Wow, thank you, thank you. And of course, I have Charles here. Charles,
hey,
none of us probably
clap for
doesn't
me,
know,
guys.
but
Yeah.
Charles is going to be a huge part of this show from here on onwards. You're going to be seeing him on his, going to have a desk, and then we do the Vox Pop and social media. So Charles, that's basically you. So together we're going to be running this show, everyone. And oh yeah, that's by the point. But by the way, so it is Christmas, and Christmas just happens to be my favorite time of the year. I mean, I'm not sure if it's coincidental that we decided to do the first ever episode of this show on premiere it during Christmas season, because Christmas is such a very important time to me. It's about giving, hence that's why you see the Christmas tree and the boxes under it. So today on the Inside Out show, we're basically going to be discussing unity and diversity alongside a couple of other things, which of course I'm not going to be alone all through this show. I have a comedian, right? I Can Laugh is going to be here with me while I just enjoy the show just like you, because this is a very special episode. This is all about Christmas as much as we are premiering the show as well. So I Can Laugh, come on out.
But you don't care. You see her. Muster the words to speak, but you purse her lips every time. You see her try not to concede defeat, but you push her down every time. You see her tainted smile every once in a while, but you don't care. See, I can't point a finger because 3 point back my way, so my guilt does linger of condoning objectification, teaching girls that their worth is only in a man, teaching boys that girls are toys made for every man to amass as many as he wants, as often as he wants, because boys don't fornicate, so fornication only applies to Sister Kate. But we must begin to educate that women and men are great, that the value of life is in the fact of life itself, that the problem of abuse is with the abuser, him or herself. That the problem of abuse is with the abuser, him or herself. And any society that puts the abuser on a podium, platform, pedestal, shelf, really abuses itself. See, average girl could be your mother, a sister, a stranger, or a friend, but when you see the average girl walk past you with the extra mile, go the extra mile to heal her hurt, even if only for a little while. Because you see her tainted smile every once in a while. Do you care? Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to ask a couple of questions, which gives everybody a chance to win something. So I'll ask a few questions, just about 3 or 4 questions. So if you get it, I Can Laugh here will help me give you a gift. So first one, when was I announced winner of the search?
Am I allowed to answer?
No, you're not, sir. No, you're not. Okay, all right, let's have you.
August 5.
August what?
5.
August 5?
Yeah, 2017.
No, sir.
August 4.
August 4, absolutely. She got it. It was a very memorable day for me. From numbers 1 to 25.
From numbers 1 to 25. Number 5. Is that your final answer? Or do you want to phone a friend?
Come on.
This thing is 50-50. Okay, number 5.
Number 5, you have 1 carton of Indomie. Yeah, you're welcome there. Thank you.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Christmas came early for someone. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so second question. What are the social media handles for the show?
My gift.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Our social media handles, like how do you find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram?
The Inside Out show is for the Facebook. Then the same thing.
No.
Underscore.
I'm sorry, time up.
The Inside Out show for Facebook and Twitter, and then Instagram is the _ Inside Out show.
1 to 25,
1 to
right?
25.
Pick a
5 is
number.
gone. 17.
Okay, let's see what 17 says. Oh my goodness.
Just
Gas.
do it like this, do it like this. Don't do it like this. Oh my Segun. You have won for yourself. So what do you have to say?
Thank you very much.
Okay, and the next one. The next one.
Wow.
The next one and the final question. This next question, the very first hand up is who we're going to tell to answer it. Who is, I never asked the question, I come down. Who, it's really easy. Who is the executive, please help me watch out for the first hand. Who is the executive producer of this show? She, the girl with the glasses, that's her. She was first.
Agatha Mata.
Absolutely, of course. It's that easy. But yeah, Agatha Mata, of course. She is the pioneer of this show, and I'm just so honored to take up after her. So, okay, so numbers 1 to, how many numbers?
Okay,
1 to 25?
5 is gone, and 17 is gone. 15. Oh my God. My dear, you're so lucky!
I won't talk.
You have won for yourself. Oops. Sorry, pick another number.
All right, go on.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Why shaking like this?
Let's see number 10.
1 roll of
Bonus detergent. Okay. Okay. This is to appreciate people who have been consistent with us through this journey of this new season of not Inside Out with Agatha, the Inside Out show. It's a new era. So this is just to appreciate consistency. That's the next phase that we're going up to right now. So, I mean, we do appreciate every single person seated here, but there are special names that I'm going to call out now, starting with Anthony Emmanuel. Anthony Emmanuel. Okay, please come up. And we have Ayim Chisom, Obidimbu Emmanuel. Okay. Akindele Helen.
Okay, so our loyal audience, 5 is gone, 17 is gone, 15 is gone too, 10, monitoring spirits. You was in it from then. Okay, so those are the numbers that are gone. So all the others, 1 to 25, we still have.
Okay, so starting with you.
From her?
Yeah. From
okay.
Her. 25.
She chose 25.
I don't know. Why would you go for the last number?
Because it's the last number.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Because it's the last number. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you do the announcement because.
Okay, so for 25, we have a gas cylinder. We have a gas cylinder.
Okay, somebody help us to bring the gas cylinder from the domot.
So you got to camp gas. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, thank you.
Can I go now?
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
So who are you dedicating your award to? I'm sorry.
Okay, so next person, pick a number.
Pick a number.
25 is gone. 17 is gone.
He said 16.
Okay. Okay, 16 is 5 packs roll of mini chin chin.
My brother, you go chop chin chin.
Come and hug your chin chin. Alright, next person, pick a number. Number 9. Same 5 packs of mini chin chin. Top chin chin, top chin chin. Number 2.
Number 2.
Malt. He won a carton of Grand Malt.
This Christmas will be sweet.
I think it's important to state again that it's not like I don't appreciate every one of you, but the people that I called out are young people who have shown consistency in growing with the brand, and we just had to appreciate them. So please, we encourage you to come around for recordings, be a part of the show. It's the Inside Out show, and we're going to get better and stronger. Okay, forget not the days of humble beginnings. That's just my message here. But anyway, a big thank you to our partners, who is Indomie, Grand Malt, Abel Cell Nigeria Limited, Minimi Chin Chin, Pringles, Natsco, Cocoa Pops, Power Oil, OVH Energy Gas. Thank you so much for partnering with us. So we just want to tell you all, our sponsors, thank you for partnering with us, and we hope that this is a journey that will go onward and forward to wherever God takes us on this show. We hope that you become consistent partners with us on this show. And of course, not forget to appreciate OSC College of Fashion, DJ Rabiu, Beauty by Omalita, KGM Industries Limited, Bedazzled Events, Veritas Catering, and of course, Exotic Cakes, who presented us with this wonderful Christmas cake that we're going to cut. And finally, to everyone who is watching at home, thank you for letting us into your homes. This is the beginning of all things beautiful. From me to you, until the next episode of the Inside Out Show, Merry Christmas!